Okay, so here we go. I decided after 6 months of having locks, my natural microlocs, that I didn't really like, well, I did like the size of them, but they were kind of too small. I grew bored with them. I grew bored with the style. I grew bored with the length. I'm one of those people that likes to change my hair all the time, right? Sorry, the little scent thing is going off. It sounds so creepy. But anyway, so I was sitting here and I was just bored. And I'm like, I really want to color my hair, but it wasn't firm enough. And I didn't want to ruin my locks by adding chemicals or bleach or dye or whatever to them without them being mature enough. So I'm like, okay, that's out of the question. And then I got to the point where I wanted to comb my locks out, y'all. And this is my third set, mind you, since 2018. So what I've noticed is that I really, really, really want locks, but I am so used to changing my hair, color and cut and changing the style, everything, that the locks, it's hard for me to just look the same all the time. It's hard for me to stick with one style. So it's just, the length and the way that my natural locks were, they gave me a lot of versatility because they were extremely small. Let me see. Like, these are my natural locks. So they give you a lot of versatility with the styles, but I don't know. I just feel like after almost 7 months of being locked, actually, or is it 7 months? After 7 months of being locked, 7 months of being locked, that I feel like my hair is not the right type of hair for this size. I feel like they need it to be bigger. So to get straight to the point, I've been combining my locks. So I either combine two of them when they're this small. I'll do two of them together. Or if they're like, not as big as these ones, I'll like split them down the middle and then add the loose hair into each one to make it a bigger size, if that makes sense. So what else I've been doing is adding in lock extensions, but I've been making them actually. This is Afro Kinky Bow hair. It's like usually like 3 layers folded together. So you pull them apart like this. I had 3 of them, but it's 3 of these that come in one bundle. So it's Afro Kinky Bow hair. This is the 8-inch and I got it from Loc'd. You can either find it on their website, on Etsy, or on Amazon. I got it in the natural black undyed or unbleached, whatever. And it really looks like my hair. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, you can't even tell that these have been extended. Like, hair is added into here. So, like, I've been, that one I haven't really crocheted it yet, but I've been crocheting them, with the little needle when it's like that. Let me show you. Sorry. I'll get to the point, I promise. So I've been adding in lock extensions to my natural locks, and I just wanted to show you, one of the techniques that I've been using to extend my locks. So I didn't really add a whole lot of length because here's my natural lock versus the extension. So I've been adding, from about here. So maybe like 4 inches of hair, on the end of my locks, just to make it shorter length. That way I'll be able to put it in ponytails and in styles without getting headaches. My locks are so short that my natural locks are so short that I can't really do many styles to them because I get tension headaches from my hair being too tight. So I usually just wear it in like 1 or maybe 2 styles, and I just really got tired of it. So the plan is to keep these in for maybe like a year and then cut them out, take them out, whatever, comb them out. I don't know how I'll do it just because of the technique I'm using. I'm not really sure. So I plan on keeping them in for a year just to get the length and to be able to do the different styles and taking them out. Yes, I still have natural locks. I am still locked regardless of what anybody says. I've been locked for 7 months this time around. So my hair is locked. I've waited and I went through the lock journey phases, whatever. I don't feel like it's an ugly phase. I think if you're cute, your hair is cute. There's no ugly face to locks. There's phases that you are uncomfortable with, but that's another thing. Anyway, so I'm just gonna show you guys how I've been doing this. So for these ones, I just pretty much kind of clean up the part, and you should really use water, like your rose water or an oil sprays or some type of moisture when you're doing this. Don't, like when you're separating the hair, because you don't want to rip your hair out. Don't be like me, okay? So just separating this section from that one. And then I'm just gonna twist these two locks together to make one bigger lock. And they're still relatively small because my locks were extremely small. So hopefully this is clear for you guys. Just going in, not rope twisting, like not twisting while I'm twisting them together, just, you know, 2-strand twisting like normal. And then when I get around about this point where it starts to, you know, thin out a little bit, I'll just grab some of the hair, maybe about this much. And this is what it looks like when you pull it apart. It's supposed to be 8 inches stretched out, but since it's kinky, you know how that works with shrinkage. I've just been combining, so I'll use this one, add part of that hair into this leg, and then I'll use this piece for a third leg. So just gradually add the hair, because I don't want it to be really bulky right here where I'm starting off at. So I'll just continue to do that until I get to the desired thickness that I need. Sorry if I'm getting out of focus for you guys. I've gotten used to doing this, so I guess I'm going kind of fast. But I'm just trying to show you that it's not, you know, bigger than this. It's around the same size, because once your locks get hard, they will, you know, they'll expand at first when they're trying to lock, but then they'll get smaller, which is what mine did, because they initially started off like a little puffier than this. So since they're starting to lock and mature, they're like a little smaller, harder. So they will get smaller. So I'm just adding in enough hair to match the size of the lock and also the part. You don't want it to be bigger than this part. You don't want it to be too heavy, because then it'll start to thin and pull on your natural hair, and that's not what we want. So I decided to add it to the end and not from the base, because then it'll make it harder to take them out whenever I decide to do so, to wear my natural locks. And also, I don't want it to be completely the Afro kinky hair. I want it to be my natural locks, because I grew them for this amount of time. Like, I worked hard for them. I started them myself, and I've been maintaining them myself with this go around. It's really nice and rewarding. So I don't really want to mess up the integrity of my hair. I just want to give it some length and versatility for now. And I guess whenever, like in the next year, whenever I comb them out or cut them out, however, they'll probably be around the same length as these when they're extended. I'm not sure. So I just kind of, it's as long as these ones. I wanted them all to be kind of like the same length, because I just like that look. You know, if you don't want yours to look like that, if you want them to be layered or staggered or whatever, that's on you. You know, change yours up, make them personalized to you. So when I get like that, I drop my scissors, sorry. I usually go in at an angle and snip that little bit off, and then that way I'll be able to twist the end. So once I wash it, it'll be you know, like those, like my natural ends look, if that makes sense. So once I get the hair installed, I take this crochet needle. There's a little tiny needle. I don't know if you can see that on the top. And that's what you use to grab the hair to combine. 0.5 millimeters, sorry. I got it, well, I got one from Amazon when I ordered the hair, because I ordered mine through Amazon. And I got one from the beauty supply store up the street. So they were like no more than $3-4. So what I do is put it inside the lock and then pull hair from the other side. But while I'm doing so, I'm twisting my hair like this between my fingers to get it that cylindrical lock shape, because I like that look. Now, I don't like it, the really scalpy, really super neat look, but I like when the locks look, you know, around the same shape and form. So I'm gonna continue to do this until, I've been doing this for a while, and I'm crocheting with my needle up in this, not straight in and out, but you know, kind of like, it's kind of hard to explain, but at an upward kind of curved motion, so that you don't completely pull the hair all the way through. You want to be able to pull it from one side through the lock and push it back in another spot to create tangles and knots, so that it'll stay together. Essentially what a lock does, tangles into itself, but you're like kind of speeding up the process. And yeah, that's it. So I just do this for a while, and I feel between my fingers to make sure it's not too soft, or there's not a spot that I'm missing, or it's not too thin in one spot and big in the others. So I'm just gonna keep doing that until I get all the way down. See, it's pretty firm. I'm extremely close to this camera. So, yes, I need a fill-in. Don't come for me in the comments, please. So I'm rolling between my thumb and my index while I'm going in and out in the motion that I showed you, while my needle is facing up. Sometimes I'll go up and down just to make sure I get it really secured. I'll go even at this angle, because I don't want any slippage. I don't want any of them to come out. But I know that when I do it this angle or at that angle, it does kind of shrink the lock. It makes it a little shorter. So just beware of that. But I just want to get it really good so that it doesn't come out when I decide I want to wash or maybe color for my birthday in a few months. So. And then I'm just gonna go all the way down, even at this little loose end. This crochet needle is so small that it does get these tiny ends. And I want them to still be like kind of, you know, but I don't want them to fall out. So I'll crochet them a little. And I'm gonna do this downward motion down here, so I can kind of bunch that together so it's not too extended, too long. So, as you can see, it got shorter right here. Just gonna do that a little more. And be careful, because I have poked myself 1,000,001 times. I do have these little silicone things for the fingers that I ordered. I'll show you guys. So this is what it looks like, and next to my natural lock. It's bigger, obviously, because I combined them, but look at that, the similarity. Look at how natural it looks. And even like I keep some of these little lumps and bumps. I don't want them to be super duper neat, and if I do, I'll just palm roll them later on. But it looks so much like my natural lock. Like, it's ridiculous. Look at that. So yeah, thanks for watching again. I'm Key. Have a great day.